Hi, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns. You're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role playing games with friends. This is part of MCUS Sundays. This is our Masks game we've been running in the mornings for everyone here because Anish couldn't make it today, so we don't have our European who is actually Sunday afternoons for. We are continuing with the Vanguards, which is the name of this Masks group. And let's do a quick around the horn reminder of the players and characters. We'll start from the right-hand side of the character keeper, heading towards the left. So, Patrick, you are up for.
Hi, I'm Patrick, he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Wiccan, Billy Kaplan, also he, him, and the Nova playbook, which, as far as I can tell, mechanically speaking, means I take constant emotional damage and then have people pat me on the head and tell me it'll be okay so that I can go out and take more constant emotional damage. I'm just very unstable.
I think you have a good read on the playbook, Patrick. Good job.
Okay, cool. And in that vein, I was wondering if, given the end of the stuff after we got back from hell last time, if I could clear my afraid for running from something difficult and
Yes,
hopeless for flinging myself into easy relief.
you bet. You can clear both of those. And
Okay.
since we're talking mechanics, I am adding one team to the pool. That's one of the things I have to do at the beginning of every session.
So yeah, at the end of our difficult trip through hell last time, Billy did skip out on trying to figure out what to do with Scourge now that he's all alive and back and, I don't know, mildly super villainous, but also aren't they cute as a couple? It's very complicated. Ran away back to Westview, New Jersey, and decided to try and make things better, fix things, make it more like home by restoring Agatha's powers from this strange curse that she was under, and then things went purple and swirly, and I don't know, there's like witch laughing or something, but it's probably fine. Everything's fine.
Please ignore the costume change for Aunt Agatha in the NPCs tab. Uh, it's fine. Everything's fine. Thank you so much, Patrick. Next up, is Jason.
Hi there, I'm Jason. I use he, him pronouns. I'm playing Colossus, Pietro Rasputin. Also he, him pronouns. I use the Soldier Playbook, which is partially how this group ends up working for S.H.I.E.L.D. a lot. The group's name is the Vanguard, and Colossus has kind of been a de facto leader of the group. And there's been mixed results with that because he's a bit of a stick in the mud and he doesn't really care about being famous, which is important to some of the other members. And there we go.
Excellent. Last but not least, too many L's for me, I guess. Cody.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Cody. I use the he, him pronouns. I'm playing Todulf, the outsider playbook. He's just a normal guy from Asgard, you know? Big, brawny, dumb himbo, means good, but wants to adventure. On the last little trip to hell, they fought and subdued Balder, who gifted him with a mighty axe. So you know that if as soon as the camera pans to the team, Torolf's in the background swinging that bad boy around, really getting a handle on it. You've never seen axe work so sharp. Are you kidding me? Get out of here.
Yes, and just mechanically minded folks might want to know that this axe is known as the Axe of the Crucible. Cody has accepted this weapon, which I jokingly said it is a weapon that gives you disadvantage, and he's excited with that, which means that when Cody perpetrates a move, when Toro tries a move with the Axe of the Crucible, you'll be rolling with disadvantage, rolling 3d6 and choosing the worst two of the dice. And the Axe of the Crucible's powers will stay in effect until a moment of truth. Means they pass the crucible, or whenever the player is really bored of it, which means that we change riders and just chuck that out completely.
The axe gives me more dice. There's good in this game, is it not?
Oh, Toro, it just don't change. I've dropped one team into the pool, and as folks mentioned in the lead up we have two areas where the group is. Colossus and Torolf are still in New Asgard, where you have delivered the Executioner, also known as Scourge, newly alive, and the hope is he'll be reunited with Amora, the Enchantress, who is currently in a New Asgardian prison. And the hope was that we would have at least an opportunity for you guys to see the fruits of your labor. I don't know, reuniting, and it feels so good. That's a hope, right? And on the other side of the world, in Westview, New Jersey, is floating in the air with purple and galaxy swirling colors, is nephew Billy and aunt Agatha reunited, and that did feel pretty great for her, at least. And we'll see how that goes. So I'd like to pick up with the lower stakes of the two reunitings, with Colossus and Torolf. We'll just like smash cut straight into an opening scene of the two of you guiding Scourge towards New Asgard. Now, so Torolf, you're our New Asgardian expert. What do you imagine the New Asgard prison looks like? Is it something like where Loki was in Dark World? Does it look more like a modern what do we have?
I think the New Asgard prison, it's a combination of two things. The Loki kind of light cells, but it's also built around the more reform-based prisons of Scandinavia. So you'll see a lot of anybody who might be in there. Asgard, hey, it's a people, not a place, and the people are thinning as every day goes by, so they need as many as they can get. So it's like there's guards, and then there's these light walls, but it's like you kind of get a section of the beach. You get a section of the island. It's just like, hey, you need to think things through. You can't be doing this. You don't get infinity cones. You don't get the mead hall. But we don't have that much room in New Asgard to imprison anybody for any stretch of time. So I think it's also kind of been cobbled together only recently.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. I'm totally going to bite on the beach scene because, friends, if you've seen the face claim that I have for Amora, we definitely want to see her on the beach, right? Is that not what we want? Yes, no, maybe.
It's what Torolf wants to see. Yeah,
it's what Torolf wants,
and it's just what the character's about. The thing, guys, I don't know if I made this clear, but I tried to strive and inhabit the character.
So we see Amora in a beautiful green bikini because Enchantress always in green. We got to stay with the motif, the monochromatic look there. Lustrous blonde hair and entrancing eyes, and she's surprised when the two of you lead Scourge, who I imagine is in the armor he died in. The axe, of course, has been taken from him because he's coming to prison too, to visit. Wow, I guess he hasn't done any. No, he did do some crimes. He certainly did some crimes. Yeah. Turns out the New Asgardians, they remember. Oh yeah, hey, that thing. You had that turnabout at the end, but then there was all that stuff before. So some of those people are still pissed, and they did survive. Half of them did. Scourge comes onto the beach with the two of you. He's in his thick-fitting boots and his huge plated armor, and he gasps when he sees Amora. There's a moment where the wind's blowing her hair, and the sun just sides just perfectly behind her to silhouette, and he says, yeah, it's just a lot better than being dead. Thanks a lot. Can I go talk to her?
I think so. You should ask her why she's dressed like that. It's much too cold in these waters.
Oh no, it's quite good.
She smells probably better than you, though, Scourge. You smell terrible.
I don't think I'm going to ask her to change anything. I would just do. And
aren't you as guardians more or less? The cold never bothered you anyway.
I've heard the kids sing that often in The Visitors. I've heard that song, yes, because we're sort of in that area. that Arrowdale. Is that right? That's the name of the place?
Could be.
Could be.
I don't.
Anybody's guess.
I have not seen a lot of children's movies. It's a very popular song though.
Me neither. Taro lies through his teeth.
Yeah, I have a feeling I could tell he's an Olaf guy. Sweet. So, is there anything more you guys want to do on New Asgard before you're quickly brought away with an urgent message? I don't want to cut off if you guys had a follow on.
Hold on, let me have a look real quick. I was going to do a team move with Dazzler, but I don't think it makes as much sense with Torolf.
I'm right. Hold on, Colossus. Do me a favor. Turn your metal on. I'm gonna swing at you as hard as I can.
This seems like
we need to test the limits of you and the blade.
Maybe not right here on the beach surrounded by tourists.
Okay. Where it's New Asgard. It's all a tourist trap.
Truly? The whole place?
No, not the whole place. There's probably there's like a backstage, you know.
We've seen your siblings. Do you have some parents you want to say hello to, or?
No, I wouldn't want to say hello to anybody. I'm an adventurer. I don't hang out here. Let me throw my axe at you.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna throw it.
I'm gonna throw it.
I would like to roll before we get started because no way do I get this axe embedded in my head.
I think that's fair. Go ahead.
All right. I think that's with Savior, but let me have a look here. Yep.
It is, and your savior is currently a 2.
I'm going to throw it. You better turn the metal on.
I gotta turn the metal on. All right.
Nice roll of name there. That's good.
All right, so hold 2.
Yep.
I trump over and go, and like, do I need like a catchphrase or something? Metal on. It doesn't sound right, really.
What about hold on, it's coming to me. It's Colossus in time. Pretty good.
That's very sibilant.
I could see it on a shirt.
Just throw the X.
It's coming. It's right here. Okay. All right. So
amazing.
Rolling 3 dice. This seems like it's dangerous, right? Is that something?
This seems like you're directly engaging a threat. Threat in quotes.
The threat is me. It's my own intelligence. All right, here we go. Wow. I rolled really well. A 3, a 6, and a 6. So I'll take a 3 and a 6 and add 1 to it. And that's 10.
Sure.
Pick 2. So you trade blows. Is Colossus hitting back or just taking it?
I think it's I'm impressing the opposition. I'm impressing Colossus very much with this incredible axe throw. And I think, listen, I think I'm creating an opportunity for my ally. I'm showing off, I'm giving him inspiration, and maybe it's creating an opportunity for him to flex his metal muscles.
That sounds amazing.
Criminy. All right. So I think there's like a slow-mo as the axe is like going through the air, and it's like building up sparks and fire, doing the badass spin, and it's coming right towards Colossus's face, and he realizes it's gonna like cleave into his skull. And instead he steps back on his back foot and comes up and uppercuts the axe. So it just goes up into the air and slams into the ground. So I will use my 2 hold to take no damage and redirect the attack. Technically, I have to trade blows though. So
You may try, Metal Man. Let's wrestle.
I mean, technically, you still take damage because of the nature of the thing, even if I don't want to.
You weren't supposed to punch the axe.
But, yep, I punch the axe, and the axe hits the ground.
You could instead of attacking back, you could use your influence to try to rearrange Torolf's labels as an attack.
Sure, let's do that.
You can't label me. I'm too strong. Put your label maker away, Colossus.
Actually, you make a good point. I think that you are very strong. This axe is good for you. It lets you live the warrior spirit. So much of what you've done currently is smack talk. But if you want to live up to your potential, I think we will shift your danger up and your superior down.
You think my
Like a
talk
true
is
warrior.
smack?
Like a true warrior.
It's the recognition I crave, but not in the way I want it. I accept it for now.
Nice. Cool. So we have a couple panels of the two of you guys sparring, and tell Colossus, you, being a member of S.H.I.E.L.D., have one of the Avengers. You can't see it, but you obviously have an earpiece. You just need to point to your ear, and then we know that you're talking to anyone in the world. And superior. What was the label swap? Superior for danger.
Superior down and danger up.
Yeah, sorry, not stat swap, but
That's the amount of times I've seen Torolf roll with danger. I'm like, get that danger up to 2.
With this axe, I have 3 dice. I'll never need to roll with anything but it. Quantity, not quality.
Colossus, you receive a low beep, a chime. There's an incoming call. It is one of the whisper, like Maria Hill of S.H.I.E.L.D. Sorry, Maria Hill of S.H.I.E.L.D. There's no stammering from the whisper tone.
Hello, Director Hill.
Piotr, I hope that you are available. We've received a notification of a problem in New Jersey.
It's a bit of a jaunt, but Wiccan should be able to get us there quickly.
You look around, there's no Wiccan.
Hey, where is Wiccan?
Nice. That's a perfect cut. We cut to the ending of the huge CGI fest of Wiccan having freed his aunt, Agatha Harkness. The two of you float down to the floor of her. I think you guys were like in the kitchen or something. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, we'll say kitchen for super domestic times. She's right by the island. You know, there's freshly baked apple pie. And you notice that she has undergone a wardrobe change. She's wearing this beautiful new dress and some kind of purple shawl. And her fingers, they're kind of blackened and a little more talon-like. Her hair's...
You know, she's of a certain age where she gets a chill sometimes, and
It's
she
true.
was just baking, so...
Her hair's a lot bigger than it used to be. Teased out quite a bit, one might say. She's wearing some new brooch there. And she says, "Oh, Billy. Thank you, Billy. Thank you."
Agatha, are you feeling all right? There was some sort of curse on you. Something making you
was.
less.
Yes, I was. Billy, she takes her arm. We need to talk about something. And it's not very pleasant. Come with me to the couch. Let's sit down and talk. Where's Senor Scratchy at?
All right. Are you
And then,
are you sure you're okay? You seem different.
oh, I'm better than I've been in a very long time. Billy, your mother in this world was. She was a problem. She had all the power that you have the potential for, but none of the knowledge. She was broken. In this world, she never had you or Tommy.
That's not her fault though. That's what I've been trying to explain to people.
I know. But she got a glimpse of the two of you. I think even then she could see other possibilities. Without you and Tommy to give her an anchor, when Vision, who was her husband here, when he was killed and then killed again, she lost herself. And I tried to help her control her power, and she was too much for me. She locked me here in Westgeo as a domestic goddess.
No, she must not have known. That can't be right.
She was corrupted by the Darkhold. She wasn't strong enough to read it. You, however, you're strong enough. I know you are.
I've heard some really unpleasant stories about that book.
Stories created by people who fear it. They will always be people with pitchforks, Billy. Always be people who consider themselves the authority, who are afraid of the power you wield, and will come after you to try to take it from you. But I want to help you reach your potential, Billy. Don't you want to reach your potential?
I think he flashes back to the trials in hell of him half reaching across the room to this vision of Tommy before it shimmers and fades away. I need to. It's what I'm here for.
She reaches up and her black fingers feel just a little cold. She caresses your cheek. And it's very auntly. Like there's no attraction. Like she just sees your potential, obviously. There's a familial bond, of course. She caresses your cheek and smiles. I would like for us to find the Darkhold and make sure that it doesn't corrupt anyone else. The best way to do that is to master it. You see, I've read most of the Darkhold. And yes, it was written by Cthon, the first of the demons, but all of our magic can be dangerous. It's about how you use it. Right, Billy?
Right. Just we need to control it. Keep it safe.
Where is Torov? I know that he has that little boat of his little pocket fold-up boat.
Oh, they're back in New Asgard. The rest of the team is. I don't know if he ever picked up his boat again. It was sort of like in that wolf's play den.
I think perhaps you should give me some updates on what you've been up to. And then we'll cut away from there as you do exposition scene that will end up on the Blu-ray version.
So there's this wolf that had a badass video game cave.
What? That's not what I would have expected. Cool. So Colossus and Torolf, you've been told by Maria Hill that there's an urgent problem in Westview, New Jersey. And Billy's not around. What do you do? You just, like, do we cut to Torolf arriving with Colossus on boat, or is there anything else you guys want to do?
I think go ahead, Jason.
No, if you've got something, I was just going to say we arrive on the boat, but
I think there's a couple of rapid cuts. Torolf looks around. He's like, Billy lives in Westview. That's where Agatha lives. Cut to him swimming up to get his boat. I'm taking the boat. Garm, you're fine. Stay in there. I hope you're getting a good high score. This is mine, though. Cut back to
Stupid grievers! Screams in the background. She's very upset.
Yeah. And then we can roll up to New Jersey on boat.
Nice. Cool. So you arrive at Westview, New Jersey, which I think is probably a little bit landlocked, but that's okay.
Is there? Well, my boat flies. It's a Kirby.
Okay,
craft,
cool.
Rich.
I thought it could fly, but you made it in water, so I was like, okay, I'll just.
It can do many things. My boat is a boat of many means. Is Westview like still under that hex shield? Or...
It is. The hex is gone.
Okay.
In fact, everyone of Westview is fine. The only person who's still locked into their role was Agatha.
Got it.
Turns out it was Agatha all along. So.
Yeah, while you're flying, because it's slow, like Colossus is like, so Vasily Kandinsky, that famous Russian artist, was part of the Blue Riders. It's much like yourself. Had expertise of blah blah blah, art history,
I love this. This is wonderful. Did any of them use a weapon though? Like, is it sword art? You know, I've heard of this thing, sword art online. The kids love it.
No. He was more into abstraction, how one idea can be understood in another way, like synesthesia. The more sword art, for that you'll need narrative works, which fundamentally was underneath things.
Have you heard of this artist Disney? Wonderful.
I have actually. I was going to talk about Rothko, but now that you bring up Disney, let me ask you: have you seen Fantasia?
I have not.
Fantasia is something special.
I'm working my way back from the recent ones. I'm just up to Mulan.
Right.
It's got a message I really like. Making a man out of you. Feels good.
I'm not sure that was the message, but whatever you take is the message.
I just watched it. I'm pretty sure Colossus.
All right. Well, I have not, in fact, watched it, so I will have to take your word on that one. It just seems questionable. I will check the Wikipedia.
Check the great tome of Wiki. That just
all right, New Jersey.
Hey, we're here in New Jersey. Oh, I think the narrator's muted. I can't hear him.
I unmuted myself to talk and then remuted myself. What is up with that? Dang it. I was so close and excited. I did the thing, but then I screwed it up. We see your Kirby craft flying over that one intersection in Westview where everything in one view happened. And then now over the little suburb area where it used to be beautiful, but there's this like plot of land where no house was built, and across the street from it is where we find as Torolf, the house where you have gone to see Aunt Agatha. And yeah, you guys land, walk up, doors. Oh, Billy, could you get that? Because I imagine there's a bing bong, doorbell. And Agatha is talking to Senior Scratchy. She's told you, after you filled her in on all the wolf fun and the other things that you did, she's now seeking out the Darkhold.
Can I clarify a little what Maria Hill exactly told us was going on here? Because
yes, there was a basically a nexus point of magic that flared up. After the incident in Westview, they have had trackers here, and something has gone awry, and they pretty much geolocated to this spot. So,
all right.
yeah, there's sat eyes on this place right now, giving you updates, and no one has moved out of it yet.
It's probably just Billy training.
Hey, guys, you're here. That's perfect.
Well,
It is?
where did you go?
Look, I'm sorry. It's just that whole thing with Tommy, and I know it wasn't Tommy, but I wanted to run away somewhere familiar, just for a minute. And guys, I have to introduce you to my Aunt Agatha.
We've met.
She's a nice lady. She makes pies.
No, this is my real Aunt Agatha. There was a curse.
There was a curse.
It's okay though. I fixed everything, and I'm like dragging Torolf by the arm. Come on, you have to meet her.
I'm always down to meet Agatha. You know this, Billy. She looks more lively than before. Agatha, great to see you. You're looking
Torolf,
well.
come here, give me a hug.
Oh, okay. Why not? Here, Billy, hold my axe.
Oh,
So this is the real you, Agatha. This is delightful. I had no idea.
And she like hugs, and her hand slides down your back a little bit. And then when she comes back, and she like puts her hands on your hips, oh, you are even more dashing with my real eyes.
It all makes sense. It must have been a curse. You would have realized this the last time I was here. You know, I have a cursed axe. Sometimes curses are good things, I think.
did you say cursed?
What?
I would like to assess the situation.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah,
That's a great idea.
sure.
When you assess the situation, roll plus superior.
So my superior right now is a 0.
Hmm.
However, I think Shield's going to get to reorganize my stats on
Do they?
account of I'm going to roll with Soldier, and they already have influence over me
Oh.
because this is absolutely me relying on my training.
Oh, that's perfect. I love it. So I think they're going to drop your mundane and increase your danger.
That's not very nice at all. But I will.
Is it?
Is Shield a nice organization?
That's what are you trying to say? All right.
Now I want to find an acronym for SHIELD that's like about hugging and love somehow. Just got two of if anyone's bored, you want to come up with a backronym for SHIELD that is very love and hand-holdy, and yeah, you can do that.
I mean, they've got shield and sword, so something like that. Glaive, pike. I don't know.
No, I was thinking like taking shield but having it stand for different words, but it's fine. No.
Yeah.
All right, assess the situation. Oh,
Sorry, I
love
laughed over that joke.
That's-
I think it needs to be read to the world. Sensitivity, hugs, impeccability, empathy, love, and devotion.
oh, that's so good.
Well
You
done,
win
Cody.
the thread.
I rolled a 12. So
That's amazing. All along, so good.
let's have a look. What here is the biggest threat?
Hey, that's Agatha Harkness. She is the biggest threat for reasons.
What? Da, 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 da. What here is in the greatest danger?
Billy, because he sees no greatest threat whatsoever.
All right. Well, I have made a move, so I don't think I have time to make another one. So instead,
Not yet.
we'll just say that Colossus goes, Billy. dot dot dot.
Now, Agatha, did he tell you about the wolf? I beat it square. Look at these guns. Feel it. I'm thicker than ever.
She comes up with her like long black talons there, and she squeezes your muscle, and her fingers are ice cold.
I think the talons.
You definitely have the guns, much better than my old Ralph. Oh,
Yes.
Ralph isn't real. Oh, delightful. The Darkhold. I have some bad news, Billy. I've located the remnants of the Darkhold.
Okay, well, if it's destroyed, that's good, right? That means no one can get it.
Well, yes and no. See, the Darkhold was transcribed from the walls in an ancestral mountain known as Mount Wundagore. So, since we have the ability to travel with Torov's beautiful, is it a piece of paper that you fold out into a boat?
You've got a keen eye. It is.
That is so
Please.
sexy.
Don't ask him too many unpleasant questions about the boat. He'll go on about the boat.
Okay, all right.
I think the boat's rather hot. I'm into the boat.
I don't think this is Billy. This is not your Agatha. Whoever it was where you came from, this is not that person. This is.
You don't understand. This is how I remember her.
That is unfortunate because this person does not have your best wishes at heart.
She drops into some Russian and says a little proverb that means, be careful when you mess with someone's aunt.
Oh, she speaks Russian now.
And Colossus will respond, there you go. In the same thing and say, be careful when you mess with someone's family. And I say, Billy, this person means us harm. And I think you know that.
I reject that statement. See, Colossus means well, Billy. But he doesn't understand magic. Talk to his sister. He doesn't understand her. The two barely talk anymore. Sorry for the low blow, Colossus. We can go to Mount Wundagore. That is the best place to make sure that you can reach your potential, Billy.
Billy?
Do what the mother of this universe failed to do, obviously.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you want to try and push on influence stuff?
I 100% want to try to provoke you and push on my influence.
Do it.
So I think what he's going to say is, that's a fair question, Billy. What would your mother do? And I'll provoke. Hey, that's a superior. which
Hey,
I still have it at a +0, but I get a +1 because I have influence over one person and one person only.
how do you not have influence over Torov? I don't understand it.
I keep trying. Well, the bad news is I don't get potential.
Aw,
Such a shame.
So I am specifically trying to get you to side with us and not help Agatha. So if you do it, we add a team to the pool, and if you don't do it, you get a condition.
remember, conditions power your magic.
Remember, you will be yeah.
And you just chuck 2 of them anyway. You got plenty of spare.
Yeah. I forgot you
Um,
cleared 2 of them, but
Oh yeah, I'm fine to take more. No, I think Billy is gonna give you a weird look. Like, I mean, you're obviously wrong, but you seem really uncomfortable. Like he's recognizing what you're saying. And he'll turn back to Agatha and say, "We're just gonna go make sure that the boat is all the way unfolded and that the paper's warmed up. So, didn't you say you were getting some special cookies ready for Torolf?"
Torov, would you like to come into the kitchen and see my cookies?
I guess so. This is
Oh, no,
I can't
Torolf,
tell
you
heads or
need
tails
to
of this. I tell you
help
what.
us with priming the unfolding mechanism for the origami drive.
warming the boat.
The boat doesn't. That's not how the boat works. Cookies. I don't. Is there a move? Let me see. I want to roll dice.
I mean, you could try to assess the
I want-
situation also if you wanted.
I think what I
You
want to
could.
do actually is I there was a beat, Rich, when you described that Agatha had black talons. And I think
Sure.
it was those fingers, and her getup is kind of reminiscent of what a certain goddess of death looked like when she, like unleashed untold horrors and killed my family. And I think Torolf is getting a little weirded out. And I think he wants
man.
to potentially, I guess this is Pierce the Mask. Is that what it is? It's
It
Yes,
is.
person
Yeah,
underneath.
let's pierce the
So-
mask. Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
think my mundane should be low. I'm hoping here. Yeah, -1. Mwah, perfect. Just what I want.
It's quite bad.
Yeah.
Hey, you're 1 potential away from
All right.
an advance, so you know you want it.
Here it comes. I want to roll very low. I'll just say that. Hey, 6,
Perfect.
7, -1.
Would you like someone to help you and spin a team? Because then you can push it up to a 7.
If they'd like to. Otherwise, I'm happy to mark potential and continue this confusion.
I think it's funnier. Go ahead.
Yeah, I
and
think
take
it's sort of
potential.
interesting to do a different split this time.
Okay, cool. So I mark potential, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
6
Mark
gets me to.
potential.
Oh my goodness. Oh no, I click. Oh, I Excel, Google Sheets. There's a. I clicked something I shouldn't have. All right, I got to mark potential. So I got 5. I got to take an advancement later. Cookies. Sound good though. God, the folding drive. That's not a real thing, Billy. You know that. That's not. But you should check the enchantments. It was a little rocky after Nippa Cave. You could always do something, and I don't think you want to be around for what's about to happen. Colossus, take care of the lad.
Oh,
So it turns out that Agatha gets influence over you, Torolf.
Oh,
and since
sick.
she
Cool. Yeah,
already
nice.
has influence, she's going to rearrange your labels. I think she's gonna you just got that danger pumped up, so that's not fair. She wanted you to be a little more freaky and a little less superior, because when you're superior, you don't listen as well. So she's going to move your freak up and your superior down by one, unless you want to reject her influence. Oh no, that's right. It's automatically influence and influence. This just happens. That's our hard move. Is you get to be 0 superior and a 2 freak.
Lead the
So
way.
it looks like Torolf is going to the kitchen to deal with Agatha's cookies or something, and asks you guys not to follow.
Or if she is evil sorceress.
What?
They would be poisoned. You would die.
What?
What?
No, those are the apples, dear.
She has black claws. There's Latin chanting going around in the air.
Just her
She's talking about
playlist.
trying to use the Darkhold. This is look, did you not read Doctor Strange number 476? It was very clear. Also, little bit hazy on how it was supporting artistic choices on there. There were some things it felt appropriative.
Here he goes again.
But-
Agatha, show me your cookies. Let's go.
All right. Yeah,
Oh,
she
Billy,
she
let me get my axe back though. I have a feeling, she wants to see the work. You know what I mean? Like, check out my axe work. Can I just get that back from you? I'll just, you know what? I pull it back, with the magic of the axe, it returns to my hand. I'm like, pretty
That's
cool,
right, because that actually
Pretty
the
cool,
crucible
right?
would
Oh god, it
totally come
almost
back.
cut me.
That's nice.
You remind me a lot of the Enchantress. Have you ever met her?
Oh, thank you very much. I have seen her. She's beautiful, beautiful. I'm always consider myself a little more plain, so it's very nice of you.
Oh, Agatha, no. You are the light by which many men might see the day. You know what I mean? That's like a compliment, I believe. Yep. I'm great at those.
Puts her finger on your mouth and then pulls you by your cape towards the kitchen, and was super gonna make out with you. Like, that's a thing that unless you stop it, she is super interested in this. But she also has things to do, so it's not gonna be like a full on. It's just a makeout session.
It's just to continue the influence over Tortle. That makes sense.
Pretty much, yeah.
Colossus, what is going on?
Magic is not my thing, but I read
Little
every
cicada
comic that you
flies
told me to
around.
read. And it's
A
pretty
cicada
clear.
flies and lands on Wiccan's shoulder. Sorry.
That's all good. Like, the comics were pretty clear about the Darkhold and how it works. And also, look, all of my training is telling me this is not a good situation.
Okay, I'm sure there's just a misunderstanding. So if we just get her to explain the plan to you a little bit more,
Sure.
till you're comfortable with it.
This seems to me unlikely, Billy. You wanted to free her for why?
Because she was under a curse. There was something controlling her mind.
All right. So now that her mind is not being controlled, who is this person? The person you knew was the one who is being mind controlled. This person, you do not know them. So who is this person?
Oh, Agatha.
Okay,
I swear to God.
hornier than I remember. But this is who I remember growing up with. You don't understand? I haven't seen a genuinely familiar face since I've been here.
What did they tell you their plan is?
That we had to go find the Darkhold and make sure that it was locked up and safe from
From who?
Okay, she didn't get entirely into specifics.
I'm telling you, it's just like issue number 476.
And if it is like destroyed, that does seem fairly safe.
Yeah. Look, we just got back from hell. This is not my area, but if you exist in another dimension, right? You are from other dimension. Then so too probably does book. If I wanted to find it, I would want the pieces of the one that was here.
Okay, well, maybe we should talk to her some more.
Sure. Let us go ruin Torov's day.
I'm just really afraid to walk in there.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Okay, we're coming in. The boat is warmed up.
And we are now returning to the kitchen area of this
Coming
house
into the kitchen.
to get some drinks for the road.
Here we go.
Through the door.
So, Toruf, what do they stumble into? Just
I think actually, as they're about to enter the door, Total pushes the door out and his hair is disheveled. I think Agatha was more than Torolf was ready to handle, and I think he got nervous and a little bit scared. He's like, I should check on the boat probably. Hold on. No, you can hold the axe. I'll be right back. And then he pushes the door open. Oh, Billy, Colossus. Great to see you again. The boat runes have been transcribed and what have you.
I feel like
Agatha comes out. She's reapplying her lipstick.
I can just tell there's going to be a substantial amount of paperwork that I have to fill out as a result of this day. I can sense it.
Billy, are you ready to go to Wundagore?
Yeah, Colossus just wanted us to run through the whole plan step by step again.
He loves to do this.
I'm nothing if not precise.
Our plan is to go to Mount Wundagore so that we can ensure that the Darkhold is no longer endangering anyone. See, what the Scarlet Witch did to me should not happen to anyone. No one should have their personality stripped away from them. No one should be forced to live in a role that isn't truly one of their own choosing, don't you think?
Yes, I agree. Quick question. Now, the files I read talk about the Sorcerer Supreme and how what you're describing would be their responsibility, yes?
Perhaps.
So, since we could talk to them, maybe we seek their opinion on this.
You see, Stephen and I don't see eye to eye.
Oh, I could call him. It's not a problem.
You could, but I can
Shield
tell
has
you
such
what he's going to
resources.
say. I appreciate that you have these resources, and I can tell you what he will say. He will not be a fan of the idea of Billy having access to the Darkhold, because he doesn't trust us. Also, because he considers himself the Sorcerer Supreme, so he keeps very tight hold on powerful artifacts. That's how he keeps us down. Feel
So
free
you're-
to reach out to Dr. Stephen Strange if you would like. I can give you his address. I know exactly where he is. And when you can count on him. Although, technically, I don't think he's currently the Sorcerer Supreme, at least before I was forced into the role of a domestic goddess. I believe it was Wong. He's a little harder to reach.
Not really. He appeared in a very famous law trial. He has business cards now.
You see,
While they're arguing, can I try and study Agatha a bit closer?
of course.
I have
An open
magic,
book
so
to you.
obviously I'm going to rely on
She's
that.
giving you a +1 forward in studying her.
Ooh.
Sorry if you were hoping to make potential out of that.
I'm going to try and burn and do my elemental awareness.
Ooh, nice. And you don't have to get a +1 forward, I guess. Oh, no, you do. You do need to mark a condition and open your mind up to the world around you with your powers.
Open your
So
brain.
cool. Nice. So first you have to charge up your powers, roll plus conditions. You currently have marked.
Oh, that's a 14.
Oh, wow. The dice are hot. Hold 3 burn.
Then I'm gonna spend a burn and mark a condition. I think insecure sounds fair here. Of can I trust this Agatha like the one I remember?
So tell me a little bit more about the one you remember, just so you and I are on the same page about that Agatha of the Billy universe he came from.
I think she was probably older physically, and I think she was probably like a long comic history with Scarlet Witch sort of thing of like they probably fought back in their early days or were on opposing sides of things, but had worked together for a long time. I think Agatha probably helped guide her through one of the many Wanda crises of I've said something stupid and now the world broke.
No more mutants. Something stupid like that. Sure.
Yeah. So I think for all of Billy's life, they genuinely were close. Although with a complicated comic history.
Awesome. So do you use your elemental awareness to try to truly understand the now unlocked Agatha Harkness? What you gather from her is that she and your mother had a very fractured relationship, that she knew your mother here was extremely powerful and came to Westview to try to understand that power. And upon discovering how dangerous your mother was, she decided she had to take that power. Now, was she slightly selfishly motivated because it was more power? Yes. But she told herself that this world was in dire danger because this Wanda was Scarlet Witch, who was prophesied in the Darkhold to bring an end to the world. So, is Agatha selfish? Yes. Did Agatha come from a world where she was taught to be bad is the only way to be powerful with magic? Yes. Is there potential for this Agatha to be like the Agatha of your universe? Yes. Her intention right now is to gather the Darkhold and to see if you have the power that your mother had and to see if she can guide you in it. So she does genuinely want to guide you. It is an instinct that perhaps multiple Agathas have, but by guiding you, it does control you. Also, she isn't your aunt. Not by blood, but, figuratively.
I think maybe we just need to calm down. I don't think things are.
She did. Sorry. One last thing. She did kill your dog, but you don't feel any emotion towards that dog, so it's not that big a deal. So I just want to tie two things together there, because that amuses
sort of a
me.
medium deal.
It's a medium, like conceptually, but you don't have any emotional. Like for some reason, you just don't care that much. Like it's been taken from you,
It's
but you don't
weird.
miss it. It's weird. Hashtag magic. Anyway,
I think maybe things aren't so dire that we could just talk about this. I mean, there are experts out there who are watching over this sort of thing.
I see. Sounds like you're trying to provoke her, and a bit of it is the knowledge that but you're being watched. This might be not the right time. That's the leverage you have right now.
All right.
You are at a -1 for that.
Exciting, yes. Oh, that's a 5.
Oh, please mark potential. Billy, I had hoped that you and your entire team could come to Mount Wendigore. I thought that together we could all do this together, but if you want to stay here, if you want to be cautious, if you want to let them tell you what to do, understand. And she disappears. Purple smoke. What do you do?
Like rushes, several half steps forward towards the smoke as it's disappearing. No.
Yes, Director Hill. It looks like we're going to Wendigore. Okay.
Well, that sounds like a made-up name. I guess then all names are made up. Are you taking that stupid boat?
The boat is awesome.
Oh, that's right. I'm broadcasting to the whole team. Peter, just keep an eye on that boat. I don't trust it.
All right. I guess we're going to Wendigore.
Now, interesting idea. I'm listening. I'm open to it. Do we need to go to Wendigore? Do we have to? You said the thing was destroyed, right? So she's just going to a mountain. I might have not been listening for a minute in there, if I'm honest.
There was something about transcribing from walls. Also, she's like really afraid, and I don't know. I'm sort of afraid she'll do something she can't take back.
Listen, if you were with me 3 minutes ago, you had the same feeling. We were all afraid in that kitchen. Let me tell you, there was a moment I could see it. It was the horizon. There was I wasn't sure, if we could take back what we
want to know. I don't.
No, that makes sense. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Billy.
Like privacy lines,
right? It'd be different if I was your uncle, right?
What?
I'll get the boat warmed up.
Oh my god! Just turn on the origami. Something.
Oh, man, oh, man. Amazing.
Well, hold on. Before we go, let's check the fridge. Is there any food in here? I am hungry.
Some leftover turkey. It looks amazing.
Taking this for the road.
Great. So we smash cut ahead to the paper boat. We need to name this thing. Like, even if it's just Norse boat of paper, I think that would be amusing to me versus the fold up boat. But fold up Kirby Craft is good. Good too.
Does have a name.
Does it?
Yeah, it has a specific name, and I wrote it somewhere.
Oh man.
It's let me just, you know what? It's Frigg's boat, I think. Is what it is in mythology. Yeah, it's the Skithblathnir.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Everyone knows the Skithblathnir.
Yeah, you brought it up in like episode 1. The skip
So long ago. Oh wow, that is a word.
Yeah, it's made of several letters that don't exist anymore.
They should come back around, I say. Sometimes the greats, they get forgotten, but the world never forgets their mark. Anyways, this turkey, not dry at all, really good. Should we come up with a plan, Colossus, not to tickle your pickle? Should we come up with a plan before we get to Wondergore? Because, it kind of fell apart there. We were here to investigate, and then you just started pointing fingers, and it got a little dicey, I think.
Sure, what is your plan?
Right. Okay.
No, you take the lead this time. By all means, I've been hoping to see you leap into battle and show us your tactical strategies.
It feels rude to take the lead here. It's clearly
they're going into a mountain. That's where your strength is. Yeah,
it's clearly a Billy arc. I don't know what you're pointing at here. I've done it, Colossus. You might forget. I have read some of those comic books that you keep leaving around the office, and sometimes certain characters take the lead on things. I don't think it's a me arc, personally.
Billy said it was good to get to know the culture.
Billy, who do you think should be the leader on this one?
Oh, no.
If only Dazzler was here.
You're right. It's a Billy arc. We'll let Billy take the lead. All right, Billy,
no.
what do we do?
Okay, fine. We go to Wondergore, and we just have to convince her that she's not in danger, that people aren't trying to control her mind or curse her or lock her up in anything that you lock people up in, because she hasn't done anything wrong yet. Torolf?
Yes,
you don't have to raise your hand.
I don't know what your leadership style is yet, Billy, but I just wanted to be kind about it. I had an idea, if I may be so bold. You said something about transcribing stuff off the walls. What if I just blast the walls up with this axe a bunch? Then they can't transcribe anything.
Okay, well, fair. They are also filled with dark reality altering magic.
The
walls.
The walls.
Or the symbols.
Well, it's still made of stone, though, right? I mean, how can it be two things at the same time? Interesting.
Okay, a solid plan B, maybe C.
I'm just shooting out ideas for our leader to take into consideration. And then he glares at Colossus.
Look, home renovation has a place even in mountains.
Okay, so that's 2 for punching the... maybe. We'll say maybe.
I like it. A maybe's good.
A better way to deal with the ancient magic.
All right. You think we can convince Agatha that she will be safe? Yeah?
I'd like to, believe
Sure.
it.
Sure. She strikes me as someone who will want proof.
Okay, I'll do it.
No.
I'll offer my hand in marriage to her. She'll
What?
be. That's what you're saying, right? She'll be protected. If she was of my household in New Asgard, she'd be
Is that
protected.
what you were saying, Colossus?
No.
Oh,
It's
Oh.
interesting.
we were thinking of different
Wait,
things then?
it's
I
what?
would even. I don't. You know what? I'm not the leader on this one. I don't have to deal with this.
No,
Sure.
that's dirty.
Yeah.
No.
Billy, it's just an option D. If you need
Right.
it.
If you need the D.
If you need the D, summon Total and I'll do the deed.
No.
Whatever you need. I don't have a hammer anymore, so I can't really hammer her, but I can
Please,
do something.
No.
Billy.
It's just
Whatever you need,
please.
Billy.
Really.
I'm
need you to
losing the
stop.
hold on. I'm losing the hold on. The boat's drifting. Let me get back on track. What I'm saying, Billy, is I don't know that I want it, but if that's a part of what you think Agatha needs to feel safe and secure, is locked tight in these big Asgardian arms.
I'm beginning to think of the curse of that axe is not limited to you.
I don't know what you're talking about. The X has been nothing but good to us, Colossus.
And Agatha are adult people, and whatever you choose to not tell me about your free time, I'm very good with.
Of course, I was just worried. See, sometimes the tales say, you need to make a grand gesture of love and devotion. I'm not. I'll be honest with you, Billy. Wait, you didn't want to hear this. You're right. I'm sorry, Colossus. I'll be honest with you. Says very loudly. Billy can still hear. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I'm ready for that sort of commitment. In the kitchen, it was getting hot and heavy, and I got a little scared. If I'm being quite honest. But if it's needed for the team, if I can't smash the walls and I have to love and cherish and protect Agatha, I'll consider it. It could be a marriage of function. It doesn't have to be one of. It would be one of that, though, wouldn't it?
You know, the thing I hate most about this plan is that it feels more feasible than the other two.
I'm just so good at plans.
I don't know if getting married. Okay, that's just not our plan.
Are you sure? Because when I heard you say it, getting married, I actually got excited.
What?
I don't know why. It was just the wording. You phrased it differently. It felt nice.
No, far be it from me to stand in the way of your romance. This is not how. Oh my god, we just need to stop dark magic from ending the world.
Okay, you're the leader on this one. We'll do it your way. I'm gonna eat this turkey and really think it over.
I think this is when we cut to commercial and take our mid-game bio break.
What?
Wow.
We smash cut to Frig's
Bless you.
boat. Frig's boat flying towards this thing. Although, Jason, if you could move slightly, it looks definitely more like that thing. A destroyed castle, the Darkhold Castle, which sits atop Mount Wundagore, an ancestral mountain that who knows where it is? Probably near Tibet, because that's, mysterious, right?
Yeah, there we go.
Doesn't matter, though. We don't know where it is. It could be in Kansas. Probably not.
Look, all I'm saying, relationships aside, is the Wanda of this universe was scared and alone and instinctively used her powers to try and protect herself and hurt a lot of people by doing that.
And so if we make Agatha not fearful and alone, she might not do that. Did I get the right message from what you were telling me, Billy?
Yeah, basically,
Okay, all
she
right.
hasn't done anything. Well, look, she was one of the people my mom hurt, and it got complicated. But she hasn't hurt anybody else yet. And there's a chance that we could stop that.
Mm, we have a responsibility to try.
So we're really leaning in. Okay, I have to, Billy. You're a mortal man, magic too, which I feel like really puts the circle graph. You and Agatha are pretty almost
Venn
right on top.
diagram, yeah. Mhm.
The Venn diagram. Yep. What kind of gifts do you like? What? I don't. This is really, this is the first time I've
Are you
had.
trying to connect with me as an uncle?
No.
Dude, it is not the time.
It really wasn't, but that would be helpful too. It was just more how this is the first real non-Asgardian potential relationship that I might have had, and I'm just kind of, I want to do a good job if that's the way we're going.
Well, look, if she was under a curse that was restricting her ability to make her choices, and the young and willing Asgardian god is like, hey, you want to make out, I can understand why she'd make that choice. She's not necessarily looking to settle down either. It's hard to say till we talk to her.
You're right. I'm so used to my people. It's kind of, you really make that bond of marriage quick because it's like a whole social structure thing. I forget. It's not like that in your world.
Very much sounds like afterwards problems.
Fair enough. Billy, I want to say I'm sorry. I made some assumptions. And joking aside, I think you are actually the right person to lead this mission. You know magic, you know Agatha, you know the multiverse. You're the right person right here. I'm trying to comfort and support because you have a lot of conditions.
It's very kind of you.
Rich, can I comfort and support?
Of course. You've definitely triggered that
good.
move. Hit it.
Yeah, I used to have a slightly better mundane.
Could definitely use some comfort that isn't Torolf leaning on one knee and going, so slugger.
But I could do that if you need it. I'm pretty good at that whole thing. Pearl's truly only like a handful of years older than Billy.
So I have a 6 because I have influence over Wiccan. I'm just going to go ahead and burn the one influence I have, so that I can get myself up to a 7, unless Torolf wants to spend team from the pool, which is also fine with me.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll spend team from the pool. Total when Colossus says no, all joking aside, Total really keys in because he's like, who's been joking? And he kind of, after Colossus says everything, he just,
oh man,
he's right.
The
Billy.
way the sun glints off of your hair when you do that.
Very uncly.
The Asgardian thumbs up, Billy. It's
all
tough
right,
to get.
Wiccan. You hear them. You may mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if you open up to them. But primarily Colossus, with help from Uncle Torolf.
How much team do I have to spend to raise it? Is it
just 1
point to
just
skip?
1.
Okay, cool. Change that.
Yes, I will get rid of a condition as look, just I have to try. I appreciate y'all backing me up on this, but I can't just turn my back on family and assume that they're evil. That's what this world did to this Wanda. I can't do that to Agatha. So I appreciate you guys backing me up.
That's what families do, Billy.
friends.
Some say our friends are our family. Sometimes our family's our family.
I mean, I did actually say that in Russian to Agatha.
What?
I
You
did say
said that?
I did say you were my family, yes.
Look at that, Billy.
Oh,
One way or another, we're related.
does this thing go faster?
Unfortunately not. I didn't choose that upgrade. Do you believe it? I chose size shifting because I wanted to fold up into my pocket.
I mean, that is real cool.
You only get a couple things, you know. You can't have your reindeer and eat it too.
That's actually what they do in Lapland, though. Like
What?
they're called the reindeer people because that's one of the things they use the reindeer for everything. They eat them, they make leather out of them, they keep them as pets.
I take it back. You can have your reindeer and eat it too. I'll make this thing go faster with my mind.
So you are approaching, and you do see that Darkhold Castle lies in ruins. We have like a quick bid of you flying, and we don't know where you parked, but it's near, unless it's dramatically appropriate to not be near. You guys aren't Sorcerers Supreme, so you can use magic near the Darkhold Castle. You don't have to make a dramatic climb or anything like that, because that seems less than expedient. And as the three of you are walking towards the ruins of Darkhold Castle, you, Wiccan, immediately feel the presence of very powerful, dark magic that seeped into the rocks and stones around you. And also, you feel magic being actively pulled upon this moment as you're walking closer. All of you hear the sounds of some kind of combat, a large creature roaring, and you see flashes of purple from in between the cracks and crevices of the rubble of the ruins of the Darkhold. What do you do?
Okay, guys, just remember, no punching the magic symbols on the wall unless I say so.
But the big thing that's moving, what about that?
Okay, that seems very punchable and roars like an evil demon thing.
Yeah, pretty close.
So I'm thinking maybe not friend, and I'm just begging you, Torolf, don't start a relationship with it.
Billy, I hate to tell you this, but I'm not the one starting these relationships. They come to me.
Just maybe look, man, just go punch something.
I'm gonna go hit it with my axe. I'll do that.
Nice.
I'll give Billy like they're smiling, and then we're about to take off, and then I'll look at Billy and I'll be like, "Be careful," and then leap into the fray.
Sweet. Okay, you guys leap into the fray. You see that there are some open spaces, and then of course it's MCU. So there's this. Once you get through, there is an area of the temple that is in ruins, but still there's enough for dramatic CGI fights, and there is a large remnant of the Darkhold Castle guardians, like a troll with a dragon's face, and it is has grasped Agatha in its hand. Well, maybe scale wise, like she's big-ish. Anyway, she's got it's and she is fighting with purple magic. Lots of CGI here. This is we're wasting a lot of budget on this intro sequence. But it seems like they have had some kind of disagreement and aren't getting along. And this thing is going to try to, I don't know, Rancor style. Since we've walked to a little Star Wars there, Rancor style, just like eat her is the plan. It seems to have. What do you do?
I'm going to stop that from happening. I'm going to leap inside the thing's mouth.
Amazing.
I will in my mental form.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. You were
Yeah.
clear. I thought
Yeah.
maybe you were going to be a snack.
It's what I'm here for.
It will be full and will not.
Yes. If it's satiated first, it won't eat the victims.
I think you're directly engaging a threat.
My intent was to not do that. My intent
okay.
is to defend.
That makes sense. Yes. Please defend someone or something from an immediate threat by rolling plus Savior.
Because the skin, would it be osmify? Because it looks like osmium. It's so we will defend. Leap right into the moment. Get a 7.
Ooh, on a hit, you keep them safe.
Yep.
And on a 7 to 9, it costs you. Expose yourself to danger.
I'm fine doing that. Like, it goes in and Colossus is hello, Agatha.
Oh, you made it. Nice of you to stop by. Cool. So I think you're taking a powerful blow. You're
Sure.
willfully throwing yourself. Now you do get one option. You can add a team to the pool, take influence over Agatha, or clear a condition.
Well, I don't have any conditions right now. We actually have to calculate our team pool.
That's true. Who's the leader? Is it still Wiccan?
We all declared it was Wiccan.
It's me, yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's why I just want to hear it one more time. Cool. So let's do that quick calculation. Do you have influence over every teammate, Wiccan?
Without Dazzler, I sure do.
Hey! Oh my goodness. I'm not going to tell Andy she said that. Cool. So that takes it up by 1. Does everyone have the same purpose in the fight? I have a feeling the answer is no, but convince me.
My purpose right now is to defend Agatha long enough for Wiccan to convince her not to call on the Darkhold.
My purpose is to try and convince Agatha not to do something she can't take back.
Yeah, my purpose is to potentially marry her. So yeah, I don't think it's the same.
Oh my god, this is so good.
I'm pretty sure she can take that back.
Does any team member mistrust the leader?
Nope.
No.
I just realized there's a typo in this leader. Oh no, it is mistrust the leader or the team. Oh, okay, cool. I was thinking it was saying leader of the team. There's a typo, but it's the leader or the team. Everybody's good with that. Are you ill prepared or off balance?
We had a long flight here, but
no more than our usual off balance, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's 3 more team added to the pool. You're up to a 5. Now we circle back to what do you want for the defending?
So we're at a 5 team, and I don't, in fact, need a condition cleared. That means I take influence over Agatha.
Mark it down. That's going to be fun. Cool. Hey, man, you have influence over Wiccan and Agatha. Not total, not Dazzler.
Nope. And I will roll for the powerful blow.
Yeah, you have no conditions marked, as you said.
Yeah.
So everything's going to be fine.
9.
Boom.
All
that
right,
is on a 7 to 9. Would take a powerful blow. You can where is it? I saw it a second ago, and I flipped past it again. Choose one. You lash out verbally, provoking a teammate to foolhardy action, or to take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You can give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain, but you have to mark 2 conditions.
I will take the conditions, I think.
Seems Colossus-esque.
Yeah.
I think you should take the conditions dented and scuffed.
Not sure which conditions to take here.
No.
I will say guilty, because I do feel guilty about having leapt right into the judging of Agatha before. So let's go with that one.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. I don't love having a -2 to defend, but I feel like the other one's going to have to be insecure. I'm on a magical mountain dealing with things that are out of my understanding. Oddly enough, I feel less prepared for this than I was with hell. So there we go. Insecure and guilty.
That sounds wonderful. Cool. So you successfully defend. I think what it does, you like jump into its gullet. You make success, so there's some crushing. It drops Agatha. She rolls away, and now it's trying to like reach in and pull you out or shove you down. It's hard to tell. There's a little bit of muddy CGI here. You know, we drove these people to like 100-hour weeks. At some point, we had to say done is done.
It's more jumping into the mouth now, not into the stomach. So like,
oh, true,
like
exactly.
Crushing. Yeah.
Exactly. Wiccan, I'm curious what you were doing.
I think I'm gonna turn to Torolf and say, help Colossus, make sure he's okay. And I'm going to fly up towards Agatha. And I'm gonna try and get close to her and say, look, we're here to help. We just want to talk to you.
Billy, I'm so glad you're here. There are a few spills left on the remnants of the walls. We can reconstruct them. We could take this thing down. Help me with this.
Yeah, we need to get rid of this monster, definitely.
Okay. I think maybe this, if you agree to what she's suggesting, sounds like maybe you're going to work with her to unleash your powers.
Yes. I'm trying to unsummon this thing. Back where it came from. Back where it came from. Back where it came from.
Are you specifically, just so I'm clear for narrative purposes here, she was saying to draw on the chthonic magics. Are you drawing on chthonic magics or your personal magics?
No. Nah.
So you're saying, yep, Agatha, let's do that thing. I'm doing my own thing. That's good. Cool.
I'm not drawing on Wundagore yet.
Aw.
I like you clarifying with yet. That makes me real comfortable.
Look, I'm just being reasonable.
Exactly. It's always been about you being reasonable.
It's a shifting situation.
Okay, you've got 2 burn. Are you spinning a
That's
flare
an
for a
11,
thing, or are you
though.
unleashing power?
I think I'm unleashing my power. That's an 11.
Nice. Oh, the dice are hot again. Cool. On Tim Plus, you on a hit you do it, and because it's not mixed, you don't have to mark a condition. So, what were you looking to do? You're not going to just like one hit and it's dispelled, of course. If they're that easy, Agatha wouldn't be struggling with it.
Yeah, I think he was trying to unsummon it, so I think maybe like it's in a phasing in and out situation. Like
Ooh,
sometimes
yeah.
it's solid, but sometimes it like whiffs through things.
Ooh, I like that. I like it. Or just you pick your magic. Or it could be like vortex that it's being pulled towards kind of thing.
I like that. That's very MCU magic. Like there's a spinning portal thing, and it's sliding backwards, struggling.
It's like
forward,
red
sort
instead of
thing.
yellow, but it's a little bit like the ring magic, just a little
Yeah.
bit. But maybe it's going the opposite direction. Ooh, there we go. It's demonic red and also scarlet witchy. But anyway, yeah, so it's being dragged away. And of course, Colossus is in its mouth, which is a bit inconvenient. Uncle Torov, what are you doing?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Uncle Torov, he was getting ready to fly in and catch Agatha, of course, but then Billy's like, hey, fight the monster. And he goes, you're right, focus on the task at hand. So he's going to whip an axe throw at the monster. You send that axe, it's nothing more than a troll with a dragon's head. That's like 2 things I've fought before, probably. Throw my axe at it, engaging with the threat.
Awesome. Please roll 3d6 and keep the worst 2 and add danger to it.
Danger's 2.
You were built for this.
I'm built for axe throwing, some might say. And here's the results. Proof is in the pudding. 3 3s plus 2. So I'll take 8. So,
That's awesome. You're not going to get any potential from this axe. It's amazing.
What do you mean? The axe just gives me more dice. I don't need potential. I'm rolling good.
All right. On a hit, you trade blows. Its blow is that it's going to grab hold of you. And if it's going into the vortex of the abyss, then it's going to pull Colossus and Torolf with it. Because you guys have been to hell before. This is a different hell. But, it's fine. What do you want to do? Which option are you choosing? Oh, you can resist or avoid the blows if you want, and it misses. Just leave Colossus to go.
Just a quick rule question, because
yes,
I don't know him very well. In this moment, GM Rich, is Agatha opposition or no?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't think in this fight she is your opposition right now.
Okay, because I just
her methods are questionable.
Just curious if I could impress her is all.
You can still impress her.
It's
just
choose
that if that's what you want.
No, I think you know what I'll do? I'll take something from them. I think the axe throw catches him in the throat and it kind of coughs up Colossus.
Ooh, nice,
that's
nice.
Available.
Yeah, that's totally available. That's awesome. Fantastic. So yeah, the axe does exactly that. It catches her in the throat. You feel it sing to you, blood and gore gushing out a little bit, but we cut away. So we're PG-13. We gotta be careful.
It's not real blood. We're allowed to show it.
Yeah, with like somebody off screen throwing buckets of it. Cool. Then Colossus, you have been spat out, and this thing it's a little woozy, but it hasn't fallen back into the vortex at this point. What do you wish to do?
Didn't realize my danger actually is less suck than it normally is. How about that? I think I think Torolf and Colossus are going to buddy himbo, just both punch it into the abyss together. Like,
it's awesome.
So yeah, I'm going to directly engage on that one.
Okay.
And that's an 8. Did you make Torolf roll to take a powerful blow last time?
Oh, did I?
I don't think you did.
No,
you should have traded blows.
Yeah, you're right. You need to take a powerful blow. I guess what it's doing is spitting ichor on you, which is demonic and bad. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
All right. No conditions on that, so let me go ahead and drop that to 0. I'm trading blows. This is from the axe. Is this still 3d6? Take the 2 lowest.
Oh, whenever you engage a move,
I think it is because it's subject from it, right? It's fallout from that thing. Same thing. Yeah.
I would love it if that axe had a bright side.
It does have a bright side.
It does.
Oh, didn't anticipate it.
It's called wisdom. How do you learn? All right, rolling 3 dice plus 0.
Grants disadvantage to
7.
any move when it's used. So yeah,
mixed success. With the
that's
7.
great. So you can give ground. You can convince an ally to do something terrible, or you can mark 2 conditions and struggle past the pain.
I think. I think I struggle past the pain. I'll take 2 conditions. I think
it.
Yeah, I need him. I need to get. I think he's angry. because the thing's shooting its gore all over him. And I think he's a bit insecure because Torolf, despite what he may seem, he's not an expert in the ways of the heart. And these emotions are really, they're difficult for him. He's not sure if he's doing the right thing. He's a bit insecure in his attempts to woo or not woo. Should he woo? Colossus had a good point. Was she under a curse? What do you do in this situation? Oh no, there's more gore.
To woo or not to woo.
For Colossus's role,
Yep.
I would like to help out.
Oh,
I want to spend a burn and a team to get Colossus +2. And I think like here in this cave, Colossus's metal goes like super reflective and is like shining with this blue witch light sort of gleam to it.
that's pretty cool. In that case, I will grab resist or avoid their blows so I don't have to take more damage. And I'll create an opportunity and try and say our double punch knocks it backward into the gate for Wiccan to close.
I like it. Cool. All right. It feels like it goes at this point, right? Yeah. Wiccan, as you see Colossus and Total with their super team up moment with some like swell of music that's really great. Going to be remixed into a hip hop song. It may chart. We're not sure. If they can get it to go over on TikTok, we'll see. We'll see. But as you see that moment, look over and there are remnants of a wall with a few runes on it that Agatha has grabbed, and she's tracing the runes and feverishly trying to cast a spell from the walls of Mount Wendigore's Darkhold Castle. What do you do?
Yeah, I zip over next to her and I try and like grab her by the shoulders and turn her attention away and say, Agatha, no one's after you. You're safe. It's fine. You're safe. We're here to help.
I think you're trying to provoke her to trust. See how it goes. This is big stuff.
All right, Superior. Oh, wow, that's a 10 though.
Wow. No, they're here to stop us. Billy, they're here to stop us. Shield is after us. I heard what you said.
No, it's okay. Colossus works with Shield. I work with Shield. We can speak for you. And Torolf wouldn't let anything happen to you without talking to people about it a lot first.
Then she looks and sees the demon disappear into the vortex. Did you open that vortex?
Well, yeah, I mean there was a giant demon. Vortex demons away. It's like Hoover.
But I mean, you can't control them. There's an option. It's costly, but
okay. But then there's still like a demon running around, and that seems a net bad for everyone.
Who's Annette?
Funny joke. No, but look, I know things have been rough recently, and I know that spell was fucked. I'm not saying it wasn't. But no one here is after you. No one's after you. You have time. You can think about what you want to do next.
I just, I thought it's, everyone's always trying to take my power, Billy. All they want to do is control us. I feel like I can trust you. And if you trust Colossus and Turov, then we can try.
I trust them with my life. And look, we both heard what happened to Wanda when she tried to use this magic.
She's buried here, Billy.
You just left her?
Yes, she was left here. Found her. Her body.
And we must bring her back with us. Where do you need me to dig?
Please, Agatha. If she's the only family I have here, she deserves better than rubble. And
Of course she does. I didn't like your mother here after our little tiff, but I understood. I felt sorry for her. Yeah, she's no longer fighting you guys, no longer the opposition, and she will show Colossus where she sensed Wanda's body. We have some mournful music and nothing too gory as you exhume the body. What do we cut to? Like Wanda Maximoff buried headstone with some stuff written on it, and maybe beloved mother actually inscribed on the tombstone, or is it not?
Yeah, I like that idea. Like there's probably a grave out there for her already, even if it was like quietly set up. So I like the idea that there's this like there is this tombstone there that's like it's been there for a little bit. And we have the like dirt exploded out everywhere, and Billy's like a sort of zap of lightning fading from his finger where he like etched into the bottom of it, beloved mother.
Nice. Okay. This is an opportunity for, I think, some probably not celebration, but like team moves. Are we like, do we just see Wiccan and the gravestone? Is there a small, I guess, God, would you have a service for Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch? Or I think so. Like, do we do the MCU thing of like a bunch of MCU heroes show up for the funeral? Or do you
Yeah,
not invite them because Doctor Strange left her body and Wong just like left her underneath a mountain? Bastards.
I like the idea of like a small group around a rainy gravesite sort of thing, and I think there are a couple like Black Widow and Hawkeye at least that would have found out no matter what.
Nice. Oof. And then of course, like during the funeral, we see there's this like It's raining, and we see something up in the air, and then at some point, see that it's White Vision that's watching the funeral, right? And Agatha's there. It's mostly black, anyways. Generally, her oeuvre. She has the purple, and she's 100% all in with supporting Billy in this moment. Maybe she's got ulterior motives. Maybe it's genuine. Maybe it's a mix of both. So, I figure we got space for a couple scenes in the afterward, or our little epilogue for this particular bit. Torov. Seems like you didn't have to throw yourself on the funeral marriage pyre there.
Oh, or did he? I think the next time Total and Agatha are even alone for a second, whether it's on the ship, maybe it's after the funeral, perhaps like going back to Westview or going back to wherever, we're gonna go. Agatha doesn't have to be trapped there. I think Total kind of like pushes his hair back a little bit. Agatha.
Yes, Torov.
I back on the mountain, you mentioned people, they just want to take your power. Well, I'm only interested in taking your hand. If it is what he kind of pauses. I'm not sure. Do you want to go out sometime? Maybe. I think I'm trying to, I've been watching a lot. So
this is good. You did very well. You did very well. A+ for the asking. She takes your hands, and her hands are still cold. She takes your hands. You understand this is quite a spring-winter romance. I'm a good deal older than you are, Torov.
And I'm an Asgardian. I'll live for truly hundreds of years. Wait, I don't understand. Is the problem that you're dying? Are you dying? Does Billy know?
No plans. No plans.
Oh no. Good, because I couldn't bear that as a secret. I couldn't do that. I can keep nothing from him. He keeps telling me, don't tell me this, Total. Don't tell me this, Total.
Yes, I would like to go out with you.
Yeah. Great. Nice. We'll talk again soon. I'm going to the other side of the boat just to keep sure we're going. You see?
Mm-hmm. This is the point where you stop. Good job.
All right. Toluf knows what he's doing. Let it not be said, Asgardian charm lacks for anything.
Cool. What about Colossus? Do you have any a scene you'd like to carve out here at the end of our session?
So I think Colossus Colossus doesn't have a very complex home. He has like a studio apartment, like with a drawing board and easel, and he actually has invited Wicked over to see something that he's been working on, and he's got comic pages that he's been drawing of the adventures that they've been having. Like, I tried to show Allison, but I don't know. She didn't seem too into comics. And
This is cool, though. Oh my god, is that Garm?
I added a little extra slobber.
No, it's good, and the whole like fang thing. It's great. It's a really big wolf.
I wanted to say I make it a point to try to be clear that I am not a tool. Okay? But I've been feeling like the first thing I've been reaching for is the muscles. They're good muscles, don't get me wrong. You use what you have. But
They're very good. I mean, you do good work with your muscles.
I'm worried like I've been trying to act like someone I am not. I want to protect people, but I don't want it to be because they have to do what they say or because I'm big and strong. I think maybe I will keep us connected to Shield, but I think maybe I'm the wrong leader at the moment. I think maybe you are the right one for the Vanguard to have right now.
No, we need you.
I'm not saying I'm going anywhere. I'm just saying that maybe someone else takes the lead for a moment. I don't think Torolf wants to. And I don't exactly want to go on world tour. Not to say Allison is not amazing, but it's not hard to figure out where she would take the Vanguard. I have no idea where you would take the Vanguard, and that's why I think maybe you should do it. What is it you think we ought to be doing, Billy?
I feel like we've been doing it. I mean, I'll help out if you need the help, but I've always believed in you.
Belief is a strong thing. I believe in keeping people safe, but I don't have a long-term goal for us. What is it that you think we should fight for?
I think there are a lot of people in this world that have gotten unfairly judged, been backed into corners that no one should have to deal with alone, and made some really questionable decisions. But, you know, look at Torolf. If we can't give people who make second questionable decisions a second chance,
I think second chances is something that we have all had, you know? All of us in this team. I think you're right. We're responsible for giving them to other people. If we've had them, then we can do no less. I'll be who I need to be for that. The muscle or the guy who fills out the paperwork.
okay, it's our team.
Our team. All of us. With you as leader. But all of us.
Cool. You deftly engaged a team move there. Thank you very much. That was textbook awesome. Are you going to clear condition, add a team, or add a team? Oh, clear condition
like I do
and
both.
add a team.
Yeah.
Both. There's no choice. Wow.
Woohoo!
Thank goodness they had a cause. If they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, no, otherwise I'd take a condition there. I think I'm gonna clear insecure. Just a second here. So insecure is the one that's there, and guilty is the one that is provoked and excess. Yeah. And then we add a team to the pool. So we'll go up to 5. It will probably be reset next time. But for now, we are at 5.
What?
Yeah,
Sweet.
that's the awkward thing about celebratory
Into
moves that
sections.
add team to
Yeah.
the pool.
It is a little. Hey. Is it a good place for us to bring this session to a close?
Unless Wiccan has a move they want to do.
Yeah. You got something, Wiccan?
No, I like that as an ending scene.
What was all that talking about? You're just the leader. We already agreed, didn't we? Have you seen these things? They work your grip. They're great. Don't let Colossus use one; he'll break it.
No, I'm not really strong. I don't exercise. It just comes like this.
Me too. I also don't work out. And Billy doesn't do magic.
All right. At the end of each session, you will choose one, either growing closer to the team, growing away from the team, or growing into your own image of yourself. Let's start in the middle. Colossus.
What? I feel like I always pick Wiccan for this, and I feel like I always will.
Switch out. Nope.
No, it's Wiccan. Hey, Wiccan, you have influence over me? Yes, you do. Oh, look at that.
It's funny how that works. Let's see.
There's still Soldier Tomb, which is currently at a 2.
I think I'm gonna take Savior down and Mundane up.
My savior.
Cool. And now we'll jump over to a normal guy from Asgard.
Yeah. Total definitely became, grew closer to the team, I think. And I definitely think the person responsible is Wiccan. They're growing in many ways. Before you shift my labels, Rich, I do think I need to have another column here on under 11 or another tag. I think it's uncle. I think my uncle stat needs to go up.
It's like
But yes.
Soldier, but different.
It's like Soldier, but like, he'll like give you your first beer, take you out on the Mississippi in his boat. Is that just my uncle things? Is that not how all uncles work? But yes,
No, I think that's universal experience.
Okay, good. But yeah, Patrick, that's definitely grew closer, and it's Wiccan that helped. I think the whole learning the team thing. I think it all worked together.
Indeed. Good stuff. And then
I'm
what
also
Wiccan?
gonna take up your Mundane. I think Danger down.
Danger down. And
I'm
then
settling down. I'm
Oh.
something of a family man now. This is how Torop will always talk, and then as soon as it's like, have you actually gone on a date of like, well, the next time, there's more time.
I just imagine that Agatha isn't good with like texting and usually doesn't turn her phone on until she needs to make a call out. For some reason, that's in my headcanon for Agatha. Just not the most technically minded. There's magic.
And Torop doesn't text. He relies on Billy to text for him. He says, "Billy, can you text
true.
Agatha?"
Oh no, that's
I can't wait.
uncomfortable.
I can't wait for Toro to try to explain to Billy. I know that you're a master of the mystic arts, but I've been hanging out a
your
lot
aunts
with
and I
Agatha.
agree.
Yeah.
Your aunt and I.
Okay, Wiccan, did you grow closer, grow away, or into your own image of yourself?
I think I grew closer to the team, and I think despite his best efforts, it was probably Torolf.
Despite his best efforts, he was the one who made me feel well.
I think he was very, the confrontation with the specter of Tommy, his lost brother, very much drove him into the bad decisions that led to this, and I think he is very much seeing Torolf as a brother. Like, he is reminding him of some of the questionable but boisterous decisions that Tommy would make.
Nice. That's great. I don't think he wants to be that kind of family member, though. Just so you know, he's got an uncle staff for a reason.
Cool, uncle. And I
Mm.
think I already have influence on you, so I shift your stats, right? So I think
Yep.
I think it's gonna take a little bit of the sting out of the. I think your freak is going down and your mundane is going up. I think you're stabilizing maybe a little bit.
I love how we're all like, but what if you could talk to other humans?
Now, what if you're normal and you didn't just talk about mystical dimensions?
But
You're,
what if
you're on
social?
Agatha, and I agree that you should talk to other boys a little bit.
Oh, Lordy. This is so good. So very good. All right, let's move to stars and wishes before we close things up. We'll start with wishes so we can end with stars. Who'd like to go first with wishes for our final session of our Masks extravaganza?
I think we need a whole lot of people to punch. Not just one big threat. We need a lot of, and it can't be minions really either, because minions will look to like take out the leader and drop. So we're probably looking at some description. Unless you guys think otherwise.
Oh, that sounds fun to me. I like this. Cool.
I will jump on that bandwagon. I love the idea of introducing like what would be our nemesis team here in the final one. Like, what would be the next arc of fighting against these people that are so like us but so different and so wrong?
Have you considered being good guys? Yes, it sucks. No, that's our one move.
They defeated our
That's
one
our
move.
go-to.
If you don't defeat it with the power of love, how do you win?
Would you like to start a long-term relationship while also turning yourself into jail?
It's just it's
Yeah,
strategy.
oh.
I don't know, you know.
It does seem to work. It's your 2 for 2.
And then the
Cool.
Matrix pops out of our chest. We got the fight. We got the power.
And yes, I'll extend that. Hopefully, Undersh will be back next time, and some Titania Dazzler nonsense would be very fun.
I mean, I think you have it right there. Titania is the opposite Dazzler, right? So there's the beginning of the crew. Because I was thinking, yeah, I think a similar wish. I think let's get brawling, let's get crazy with these moves. A mirror team sounds great. At first, I was thinking, well, obviously it should be framed around Agatha goes Christmas shopping. You know, it just seems right to me that it's like a family trip, but it makes more sense for it to be Titania based because again, hopefully Undersh is back next time and we can explore that arc. Or you know who else hasn't really had an arc unless it happened on the session I missed? Colossus. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just rambling here.
These are all fine things. I've already written down the PCs, and I have 2 of 4 mirrors already ready to go.
Oh,
Perfect.
Oh yeah, this is good. Oh yeah. All right, that's the stuff. This is so good. Nice. So Cody went last with wishes. You could go first with stars. Have any stars to throw out?
Yeah. This game is a hoot, man. This is such a blast. So big star to you, Rich, for running it and setting up these absurd like little beats. And Patrick, the playing with you about the whole Agatha angle is so funny. I'm glad we came back to it in this one. I don't think I anticipated that it would, but it just like went right back into it hard. And that was also thanks to you, Rich. Great stuff. And Jason, again, masterful work, like really playing into the moves. Like you know the moves, you know your moves, and you know what triggers them, and so you do a really good job of just like, here's the scene I want, and it's like, oh, that is a move, that is a good job. I'm over here like looking through the playbooks being like, okay, I should just take a move where I like hit on somebody because that's all I try to do, you know. But yeah, so great stuff, everybody.
The move you want is "We're Not So Different, You and I."
It's definitely an MCU move. Patrick, what about you? Any stars?
Yeah, this was awesome. Rich, I love the way you played with Agatha and like laid out all the spectrum of possibilities without being like, okay, she's definitely evil, or she's definitely doesn't want anything wrong. It's safe. She's a good guy. Like, it was complicated, but you let it go where it ended up going. And Cody Torolf was amazing. The whole obnoxious uncle thing was amazing, but I also love that Torolf was like, yes, this is all that I want. 30 seconds into having it, this is too much. Stop, wait, I didn't think this through.
That was so good. Awesome.
And Jason, I love interacting with this Colossus. I think he's really great and just wonderfully supportive. I love the idea, the thing of like bringing him into that art space, and this thing of like, I've tried to open up to people about this before and it didn't go well, but here I'm trying again. That was a very sweet scene. I like that.
That was I enjoyed framing that because it's bring you to see his etchings, but then there's a whole lot of will they won't they between him and Wiccan, which I kind of, if it never gets resolved, I'm kind of okay with it, but also I'm okay if it does. But the interacting with Wiccan really, I think, really interacting with the whole team helps ground him, because otherwise, he's just an archetype. But I love how humanity and empathy are highlighted in this game. And it's that thing that I love the most, which is where someone appears to, on the surface, be the incarnation of the opposite of something. Like Billy is fairly insecure, but he keeps taking a stand for these kind of big emotional swings. Where Torolf has a lot of braggadocio out front, but has been the most behind the scene supportive, you got this person, like, throughout, even when in hell, like, this is your story. And same thing here. If I have to, I will marry your aunt. So yeah, the way that the people are kind of a union of opposites is something that I have a deep affection for.
Yeah, I agree. This is a hell of a team. This has been a hell of a run. I'm sad that there's only one session left, but I will do my best to set us up to have a really good time as we bring it to a close. And hey, it's MCU Sundays. It doesn't mean that these characters aren't going to be played again. I certainly hope that there are games down the road where they get a return and a new look, a different system. Who knows? Who knows? Thank you all so much for playing. And with that, we'll bring this recording to a close.